gorgeous soul, and if you have chosen card or pile number 2, this is your new moon oracle spread. I've put this spread together as a way to be able to help you navigate through the energy of being able to achieve what it is that you're wanting to manifest underneath the new moon, which is tomorrow. Sometimes when we receive guidance, it helps us to be able to know things to look out for, things that we're really great at, and tap more into that, and opening up space to allow our cosmic team to be able to come through and communicate and support you through that time of achieving what we want. So your very first card, this is the 3-card spread, the very first card for you was a jumping card. So when a jumping card comes out, it is soul and source saying to you, hey, I really want you to take notice of this message. So the very first card that came through was the Pathways card. The second card in the spread is the Strength card. And the third card came through was the Transformation. So with this Strength card, the Pathways card, it's saying to you, what do you need to do to make you happy? So that makes me think that when you're looking at your new moon intentions, you're making new moon intentions based on how it can help my family, how I can, not looking at ways in which it's actually really going to generate true happiness for you. What I mean by that is sometimes we think that, you know, I really want to achieve X, Y, and Z. And then when you actually get to the end of it, you go, it didn't actually provide the joy and happiness that I actually thought it would be, because you set your intentions based on other people. This is a moment, because the new moon is tomorrow, and today's card was about contemplation, and for just the daily card that I do, it's about really taking time to actually allow yourself to sit with your intentions and ask yourself, am I making these intentions for myself? And I feel like even hearing those words, there's an element of, I don't want to be selfish, I want to do this for everyone, and that's a wonderful thing. But you're serving others and not serving self. And this is why the Strength card comes out, because if you do things for yourself, that's when you glow and shine the most. But if you're doing things for others, there's going to be an element that as you journey through those intentions and start working towards those goals, there's going to be resentment. The energy is going to drop off. It's not always going to feel aligned, and you're going to end up feeling very empty. And I love how this card is coming. These messages are coming through to give you this opportunity to really connect in, not just on that logical level, but when you write down your intentions, actually sit with them and actually see where they land inside your body. How do they feel? Do they generate that yumminess and that, you know, that fire and feeling in yourself that when you look at them, you're like, fuck yeah, that's what I want to achieve. That's what I want to be able to put my energy into. That's the actionable stuff. That's the thing that wakes me up in the middle of the night, showing me the next step. If it doesn't generate that for you, then that's not the right thing for you. And just give yourself time to be able to really sit in what is important for you. And you'll know that, because when you write those intentions, it's going to feel awesome. It's going to feel an expansion in your heart. There's going to be a warmth that comes over you. There's an excitement and exhilaration, and there's like a renewed sense of energy frequency that makes you feel alive and activated. That is when you know that your new moon intentions are for you. And this is when you write them and you come to that place. That's where that transformation comes, because you're going to go on that journey of remembering that you matter and that what you want is important, and learning to be able to put yourself first. I feel like one of the biggest lessons for you is learning to serve self rather than always being of service to others and negating your own wants and needs. And as much as it's wonderful to serve, you must remember that you were put on this earth to be of service to yourself, and that when you are doing things that make you happy, that's when you are the most abundant form of self. That's when you're connected into, I don't want to say the highest version, but the most expansive version of self, where all parts of yourself feel appreciated and worthy and loved. And that is your journey, is to learn to be able to remember to put yourself first, which may mean that in your journey of being able to work towards your new moon intentions, there are going to be times where you're going to need to learn to say yes to you first, which can meaning saying no. And I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be quite boring. I feel like you've been a people pleaser, and so therefore that has cost you a lot of time and energy, and you feel exhausted by that. Now, that doesn't mean that you just walk around saying no to everyone, because that's what a lot of people think saying yes to you means. And it's not. Sometimes it's a matter of saying, hey, yeah, I'd love to catch up with you, or yeah, I'd love to do that with you, but I've just got a couple of things that I need to do, and then I'll catch up with you. Does that work for you? So then you'll be able to have the best of both worlds. And that's really important for you to be able to have at this time and point, for you to learn to practice the art of self-care, self-love, and self-nurturing, and giving to yourself first. That's why the most important jumping card was happiness. The pathways card is all of these are the compasses of what are all the things that you're doing in your life that generate happiness for you, not what you do for others that bring happiness to them. That only leaves ourselves empty. This new moon is going to take you on a beautiful journey of learning to practice saying yes to you, for you to recognize your own worthiness, because it's you that defines how other people see you and respect you based on the way that you see and respect yourself. So learning to say yes to you is going to feel foreign. It may even feel a little bit icky and a bit clunky, and when you go to say yes to you and no to someone else, you're going to be like, oh my God, like, retreat. No, actually, I will do that. But then you're only going to do that once or twice before you sit there, because soul will come into your brain and go, you should have been doing this for you. You've put others above yourself. This is a lesson I want you to learn. That is your journey between this new moon and the next new moon, is learning to put yourself first and seeing the value that soul and source, your cosmic team, see in you. That is the lesson they want you to learn, because when you can learn to practice saying yes to you, that is where things start moving towards achieving what you want. And it's not selfish to be able to do something for yourself. That is part of the journey of learning to say yes to others, but also yes to yourself. Not saying yes to others at the expense of yourself. That is not going to help generate any feelings of appreciation and worthiness. So I love how this message is coming through for you. If you would love to be able to dive in deeper and learn how to practice the art of saying yes to yourself, how to learn to get comfortable saying yes to you, and look at how to get to the core of that people-pleasing problem, feel free to jump in, and I'd love to do a reading for you and help you through this time so that you can move into that space feeling more confidence within your own self, to learn to see that you matter and that you are important. So the link below will be there for you to be able to jump in and book in a reading with me. And I want to wish you an incredibly amazing new moon. So take care and much love. See ya.